Listen, all whom are willing to hear, as I tell you a tale, one of sadness, glory, partings, greetings, beginnings, and ends. Some will ascend to gods, some will be legends, and some will be forgotten. And it all starts with a small child. On this peaceful island, here is a young Adam. And there is a very scary bird. Young Adam wakes up to find that he is very far from home. All right. I forgot that that's where that popped up. So... Alright, and then... Ah, blah, 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 blah. Ouch, that hurt! You are all alone, stranded on an island and far away from home. It's so cute how it follows my mouse. Hello, everyone. This is Niche, a genetic survival. And we'll get a little bit more into what this game is when, as the beginning starts here. But for right now, we should probably check and see if maybe Adam's okay. That had to have been a pretty big fall. Adam selected pick a paw. And now, because Adam is only a wee child, poor baby can only move so far and do so much. Having only one gem of energy. But now he's a little bit older, and now he has a little more energy. And with our tribe of one, we can collect, as soon as I click on Adam, can collect some fruit. All right. Can't stick around for too long. Oh, what's this? Oh, a twig bush. I hadn't seen those yet. And here it is, Adam, growing up on this small little island of unfamiliarity. And now, having to go. He must get home. Let's see if maybe just maybe the next island is the one that we want to go to. Is it home? Adam doesn't know. Oh, it doesn't appear to be home. Oh, this might be a long journey, huh? Let's see if we can maybe hear anything or smell anything. Nope. I think those poison fangs might be a little blocking of the nose, the smell sensories. But we can hear a lot better. Unfortunately, not quite enough. We appear to be alone for right now. Oh, but there is a nest. So we don't hear anything for right now. Oh. There's a mole. Let's keep an eye on it while we collect some berries. We'll sit ourselves here. Oh! Who's this friend? Hopefully that mole doesn't turn so we can snatch it up. Ha-ha! And then, let's see who this is. This is Eve. Oh my goodness. She has what appears to be the digging paw. Alright. I'll stop beating around the bush. This tutorial is great and I wanted to stay in character for as long as possible, but I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. Hold on. Hi, everyone. Here I am, the goddess of stories, to tell you a tale of little Adam. Not so little anymore. Hi. How we doing? I should mention that chat will appear on screen. It's just that right now, I had to squish the chat box so much that it's gotta be a while. So. Look, I know I'm cute, but also, like, I'm doing a thing here. Alright. So now, let's turn the day because Eve is not quite in our party yet. So here we're going to offer Eve some food, and now she's part of our tribe. And well, it's like that's not the greatest use of our abilities, but we need food. It's important. Okay. The rain has brought great bounties. Hurrah! So with the rain, all the berry bushes that you see, that's what we've been picking up food from. And now it's all full because it has rained. Oh, and there's a bunny hollow right next to Eve. Did not notice. And then one more turn and we put her on a nest. You can either build nests or you can sit on a permanent nest. Sometimes it's good to just have two right next to each other. Which I have no doubt that we will see. But I'm going to have Adam move over here and then collect from this berry bush. So that way, on the next turn, we shall see just what kind of baby that Adam and Eve are going to have. Oh! Twins! Early! They can't do much right now. It says, your first offspring has been born. Let's see what it can do. They can't do much right now, but this is little Nokir, has no chance of horns. So this right here is the genetics of each individual animal. If I click over here on Eve, you see it's a little bit different. She has the platypus beak in her inactive traits? I don't know if I'm just getting lucky or what. Oh, and Eve has the fishing tail. I completely did not notice. Might have something to do with the fact that she also has the big body, and that tends to hide it a little bit. And your creatures are always facing forward towards you. And also always looking at your mouse, no matter where it goes. It's adorable. Oh, and there's a root. Below Adam. She's probably going to be like, hey, Adam, I'm going to get this. And then we'll probably hold off on having them. It's good to get this in now. So, off screen, I have a chart for, I have a chart. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sorry, a little something in my throat. What? Nope. I'll have to update it later because I don't want to spend too much time fiddling with charts. Alright. So, the rain seems to be keeping up, which is fantastic. Alright. So, now... Who, the little dude on the left? This is like their character icon. Oh, this little dude! I don't think he might hidey back into his hole, but this is a mole. A deer mole specifically. They will pop up in these little digging mounds, and if you attack them with enough attack strength, they will die and give you food. I do want to boop it, but it's not the wisest idea. Now it's a wise idea. We'll have to pick them up on the next turn as Eve protects the two little sons, Nokir and Kois. Kois, that's a cute name. Oh, and she has the platypus beak in her inactive traits. Yeah. All right. So now we pass the day yet again. They both inherited the digging paw. Taking a lot after their mother, I see. Adam will now scoop up this food. Oh. And there's a bunny. There's a bunny. Slash! Got him! And now that these babies are just a little bit older, they can now toddle out of the nest. Let's move Eve up here. We'll have her dig, because that will also give us food. There are little roots in the ground. We can actually smell them. Any food that you see on the ground is smellable, but oh, it looks like we don't have any roots currently other than the one that I just dug up. But yeah, there's all sorts of places to find food and all sorts of places to find nesting material, which will be important. Sappy doing a murder. Look, it's for survival. All right. Now, as we see here, Eve was not on a nest, and therefore won't, unfortunately, won't be able to have the baby in her belly So that's something you have to keep an eye out for. But that pesky mole is back. Well, at least another one is. Must have sensed a disturbance. Well, but first we're going to collect this. And then we're going to collect these so that way Eve can come over here and snatch up some food for her two younglings. They are now teenagers. Oh gosh, teens. And like a rebel, well, I guess not really. Adam might have called his daughter over to see what they can find. And I see some ports on the other side. So we'll have to use those in due time. But I think I'm going to have a little note here. Just collect some berries so that way we can wisely use our time. It is very important that early game you get as much food as possible because there will be harder islands that we will be traveling to, and they will be not so kind to us. Alright, let's see. So more acorns has fallen. The tree that we are currently sat underneath will drop acorns every day, and we can crack them for food. Those with the nimble fingers will have a lot easier time. Unfortunately, no one here seems to have them. So it might be something that we'll have to look out for as we continue on our journey. But Adam, with his 2 running paws, is probably the best equipped to currently harvest. All right. And then I'm going to have Eve go up here. And you are going to go up here and gather some berries. No here. Then you're probably going to be a little bit more adventurous. Little Koice wants to move on ahead. She does have those adventurous stripes on her body, much like her father. Though she probably enjoys exploring a lot more. Adam's just trying to get home. Though it may be becoming a little bit more abundant to him that home is a lot farther away than he wants it to be. That mole is going to torture me endlessly. I would gladly go and get it, but I think that's something we ought to wait for. So I'm going to have Nokir try to crack this. Unfortunately, seems like he's not going to be able to. Cracking shells is hard. He only has a digging paw. Alright. But what we should do is here. I'm like, why hasn't the tutorial moved on? Oh, right, it's having me do things. Each animal has its own set of skills. The numbers below the skill icons show an animal's skill level. Some interactions require certain skills. If an interaction icon is orange, you only have a small chance to succeed. Hover over a skill to see more information. Skills are defined by an animal's DNA. So, an animal's DNA consists of many traits which define appearance and skills. Each trait is defined by a pair of genes. Genes are inherited from an animal's parents. Each parent randomly contributes one gene of each gene pair. A gene's tooltip shows which skills are influenced. A gene pair can express complete dominance. Only the upper gene of the pair is active. So, like what we have here with the poison fangs and the platypus beak, which would allow us to search for little worms in the sandy beaches. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to pull it out yet. And I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky with this baby. And then there's incomplete dominance. Both genes blend together. So, like it says with fur color here. But also horn color. Horn color affects a couple other things. namely the color of any claws that a little nicheling, as they are called, might have. And then, oh, hey, she got it! I just noticed that. And then codominance, both genes are separately expressed. So here with the paws, Kois inherited the digging paw from her mom and the runner leg from her dad. Well, Eve and Adam both have runner legs, but well, because they both come from each parent, it's safe to say that one of Adam's running paws got inherited. So I'm gonna have Eve set up here and make sure her daughter is okay. Sometimes the shores aren't always as safe as we want them to be. And then Adam is going to stay right here, next to his son, and maybe tell him of his past overnight. And then, even though Eve still has some energy left to burn, we're going to skip the day. All right. Oh, a clam! Adam and Eve's children have appeared to grow up. So now that they've grown up, I'm going to go into this tab. Each animal has 2 mutation slots. Mutations don't affect the animal itself. They affect the animal's offspring by giving it a chance to express the selected gene, confirming a mutation is irreversible. So, if I were to go into here and select one of these, and then click this check mark here, I wouldn't be able to change whatever I put in this slot to another gene. I have tracked this game since it was in early access. Not that I could play it, but I was watching someone else play it. And in early access, you could switch these two around, but they changed that later on because it was a little overpowered. Just balancing the game out, as it were. Now, it appears that Kois has inherited the short-sighted eyes from Adam's recessives, which is not great. We want those normal eyes. So, we're going to go into here, because we are trying to make sure our animals can survive to the best of their abilities. And we are going to confirm that we want regular eyesight to be in both slots. Additional information about an animal can be found in the bottom left corner. Animal ranks define who gets to eat if food is scarce. Alpha animals can exile omega animals. Status effects are displayed next to the rank. So, if we were to click right here, and then, hold on, let me spin the camera just slightly. If we were to go right, if we were to select no here, we see this. This is the icon to banish from your tribe. I tend to not change the ranks around, but because it is a tutorial, I will change it once. Finally, you can get an overview of your group in the family tree, where you can change the names, gem colors, and rank of your animals. You can also filter your animals by skills and genes. Pay close attention to which animals you breed. Incest can quickly lead to sickness. Make sure each animal has 2 different immunity genes to prevent this. So, yes, what it's saying is true here. Adam has the home island immunity gene, and immunity gene G. Let me... Little cute portrait right there. It also tells you the assigned gender at birth of these animals. So, Adam is, of course, a boy, and Eve is a girl. Very, very fitting. Oh! Eve has the white horns. That's interesting. Well, she has the no horn trait, so the horns don't appear, but... Lurking, have fun with stream. Hi, Cupcake. So these are currently their only 2 children, Kois and Nokir, as we've seen. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna change the gem colors. So I think I'll make Eve's orange. And Adam's blue, because he got scooped up by the bluebird. Then Nokir, to reflect that he is a child of both, going to also, we're going to give them these, currently, these markings. We don't know who Nokir's official mate is going to be, nor do we know who Kois's is going to be. So we're just going to put them like that. Put that thing in the thing. And you notice that each child has inherited an immunity gene from the parent. The difference between them two currently is that Nokir has the immunity gene B from Eve, who has A and B. And then Kois has A. So the way I'm going to be treating this within our story is that the immunity genes are the stories of the past. So Kois has inherited the story of Adam, and the story of both Adam and Eve's children have inherited at least part of their stories to pass on. And we shall see whatever third, or maybe perhaps even fourth if we get lucky, will be there. See, the end of the tutorial, your story begins here. Go and find the way back to your home island, but beware, many challenges await you. Adapt or go extinct. Ah, very morbid indeed. Alright, so we are going to take these 2 a little bit further back. And we are going to go to a brand new island. Let's see where this takes us. All right. So let me just zoom out here. We are on a brand new island with ports to the north and ports to the south. Of course, because we are going for the harder option, the less flowers you see on a port, the more difficult the challenge will be. And in order to get home, we're going to have to go through some pretty tough places. The game is going to slowly ease us into its difficulty, as is polite. And I'm going to have Eve hop up here, and then hop here, make a nest. And then... Oh, there's a root here. Okay, so now I can show it. If I do this and this. So right now we're smelling, and we can see that there are roots all around here. Goodness. All right. So, cannot currently hear anything, but maybe we'll hear something later. We must be wary of predators, because they can exist. And then you're going to go up right next to your mother and find a berry bush. Oh my gosh, you're such a good boy. Woo! And it looks to be pretty full. I wonder if there are any bunnies trying to steal from it. No, not yet. So Adam is going to go and investigate here, then here. And there appears to be a clam. Much like the acorns, we can attempt to crack this. We're not likely to be able to do it. Couldn't do it there. Alright. So, now we're going to take little Kois up here, an adventurous spirit that she is. She is going to go as far as she can, which is not far at all, sadly. You have to kind of clear out the grass, which will also give you nesting material, which... It's a good thing that that's where you get it from, because otherwise you'd be constantly running out, like I was in the first time trying to play this game. Oh my gosh. Right before we pass the day, though, I do want to go into, not no cures. Adam, there. We want to see what we possibly need to not have in there. It sounds a little weird, but even though they have already made it up, we can change things around a little bit, and that will affect the baby that is already in Eve's belly. So, because Adam and Eve both have the short-sighted eyes in their recessives, I want to put the normal eyes in there. And then, let's see, what else? There's not a whole lot of genes that we can put into the gene pool right now. Or at least the mutation menu. But we can put the violet eyes in. That'd be cool to see. So, aesthetic genes we can put in automatically, like stripes, spots, no spots. We could put a mask in there if we really wanted to, which I'm not going to. I'd like to see what patterns we can get just from the creatures that we might possibly encounter. So, let's see here. I think I want to try to bring the violet eyes out of Eve's recessives in the next baby. And then let's see what else Adam has to offer. We can't currently equip the poison fangs, nor can we try to put the platypus beak in the mutation menu. That takes... Hold on, I have to go into Adam's menu because I filled up the slots. As you can see, there is no platypus beak option in the mutation menu. It's something we have to unlock by performing a certain amount of actions. So, the big nose, which we haven't seen yet, we have to explore the grass. And then, let's see if I can find it. Poison fangs travel to new islands. That's something we'll have to unlock later. And then, where is it? There's the platypus beak. We have to water dig 70 times. It's a long way. So every time we're near the water, we should probably see if we can find places to dig and give our best attempts like we did with little Kois. Alright, let's see. What is something that I want to bring out of Adam's recessives, if there's anything that I can? It doesn't appear to be. I don't know. I really like Adam's orange fur, but it's kind of hard to get that to stay within everybody's gene pool. But maybe we put let's see here. Maybe we put the moss brown fur in to better our camouflage here in the current island we're on. We have to also think of what island we're on as well as the ones in the future. So now that we've handled that, we're going to turn the day. Oh my gosh, you're very red. Bright red jalapeno pepper, baby. Van Lernu. I'm saying that right, yeah? Okay, Van Lernu. Oh, you're so small. Hold on, Eve. Let's make sure that we can see everything. I'll have one of your children dig up that in a minute. But Van Lernu. What traits do you have? So the red-brown fur and the red fur. And then you also have the violet eyes in your inactive traits. And then you inherited immunity GB and the home island immunity gene. I was kind of hoping that I would get to get immunity gene G with this one because the others currently don't have it. So I will add the gems as soon as they arrive within our little young nichelings. That's what they're called. No platypus beak in your recessives, unfortunately, but you do have Eve's fishing tail in your recessives. Unfortunately, those short-sighted eyes keep appearing, so we're going to have to put the normal eyes, and I'm going to hold off filling the other slot until we see what we can find within this strange new land. I'm going to have Adam try to break the shell at least once, and then collect the berries. A man must feed his family. Well, I shouldn't say a man. There's a permanent nest! Oh, how fortunate. It seems to me that the permanent nests like to be right next to the berry bushes. At least, that's what it appears to be so far. And then we're gonna have Kois venture all the way far off here. She's an adult now, and like an adult, she can make very adult decisions, and her decision is to run. Our little adventurous spirit, though maybe Adam's not too pleased by that, and going to have her brother go and chase after her, make sure that she doesn't get hurt. Oh! I heard something. Ah, there's a little mole. Has it retreated? It has not. Kois's first hunting expedition with this little stag mole. I called it a deer mole earlier, but I was incorrect. We can see that there's another mole in the grass here. Now we're going to go back in normal eyesight mode. And Adam's going to try to get that again. No luck. Hopefully we'll have luck soon. But I'm going to have Eve step out of the nest because her baby has now grown up. And then breed with Adam again. And go here and find another berry bush. Oh my gosh. And then little Van Lernu is going to get next to his father. Make sure that he's nice and safe. We don't want the same thing that happened to Adam to happen to anybody else. It would be very sad indeed. Alright. And then for little Noke here, I think we're going to have you go here. And start picking up some of this grass. We have it everywhere. Dun dun dun. Alright. Let's see. Oh! I think now would be a good time for little Van Lernu to hunt. Ah, the shell got away. Dang it. So sometimes if there's a shell on the shore, it will drift away within the waves, which is unfortunate. But before we send little Van Lernu off to figure things out, we're going to at least give him somewhat of a chance and make sure that the mole turns. These stag moles will turn in every direction. Well, not every direction, but... Oh, look at you! Such a successful hunter! You're such a good one! Such good! Very good boy! Then let's see who this is. Rail! Rail! No. Rail. The heat body? Wait, who has that in their inactive traits? Eve does! Very interesting indeed. So, unfortunately, no platypus beak to inherit. It seems like only Nokir and Kois are going to get that trait. I'm not going to have them breed anymore. It's in early game, while you're still gathering food, it's probably best to keep the pack size at least a little bit limited. Because it can get out of hand really quickly. We're going to go over here, maybe light things up a little more. See if we can hear or smell anything. Just the mole in the distance so far. But I can imagine that Adam feels very proud that his little son, even at this age, has been able to hunt a little stag mole. And then... Oh! There's a place for Eve to dig. But we're going to send her right back here next to her baby. And we're going to pass the day. Everyone's all worn out from a hard day of work. It's a lot of work surviving out here in the wilderness as a tiny little family. We're going to have you clear out that grass. And then because of the rain, we now have even more. Perhaps a blessing from those of the godly realm. And then... let's see if we can smell any more roots. It doesn't appear that there are any. At least for now. We might get more later. Oh, I want... yes, the color. I find it most easy to see what I'm doing in color mode. Have her inch ever forward, not quite hearing the calls of her mother and brother. Ah, and here we see this. After a while, a nest will start to break, and you can either choose to destroy the nest as it is, or you can repair it for a certain amount of nesting material. Repairing a nest is a lot better than just making a brand new one, but I don't see Eve using this one anytime soon, considering how far away she is. So I'm just going to have little Van Lernu take that, and then maybe even try to follow in the footsteps of his sister. Though he's a lot closer to his parents right now than little Kois is. And then you know, hold on. We're changing your name a little bit. Just gonna remove one letter. Lil Ray. I usually don't like changing the names around because it's easier for me to remember the names in game. But, oh, that's right. We haven't looked really at your traits. You have immunity gene A and B. Seems that A and B are pretty popular. Hard to get the G out of Adam. So, let's see. You don't have the short-sighted eyes in your traits, but you do have the big ears. That'd be great. And then the heat body is also in your inactive traits. I think we're going to put the violet eyes in your traits. And then we're going to give you the orange of your mother and the blue of your father. We're going to go do the same. Over here in this little icon, we can also change things if we so please. Makes things just a little bit easier. And I think Ray is going to take a little liking to these berries. She has the 2 running paws, which means she's very swift. But I don't think she's going to get much use of them. She doesn't seem to have much interest. Oh my gosh! Nokir just seems to be our little berry bush finder. It seems like he can just sniff these out. I'm not currently smelling anything else. Ah! But we do have a little bunny. Maybe there's a berry bush somewhere nearby over there. Gonna have Eve look over here. Oh. Ah, the bunny saw us and decided to run away. No problem. Wah! Click too far. $54. We've gotten quite the haul in food. But it's important to keep hauling to make sure that we can save up for when times are bad. Times are pretty good right now. Alright, our creatures are tired again. We must skip the day. Oh! Oh! Adam doesn't have the digging paw, so he can't very easily dig up the roots, but he can certainly smell them. He knows they're there. But maybe he'll instead try to go for a much easier thing. And then Van Lernu seems to really like hunting, so maybe he'll go here and pick up the food after he's killed it. And I can only imagine how proud Adam is of little Van Lernu. This berry bush has been depleted, so instead we will go here. And then little Ray is going to continue picking the berries, following her brother, who works very hard to make sure everything's cleared. And Kois is going to also clear away some grass and then move forward. We haven't run into anybody new yet. A little concerning. Adam and Eve are getting towards the end of their lifespans. They have 2 days left. It'll be sad to see them go. Adam must be quickly learning that he only has so much time, and home is a lot farther away than he wants it to be. So we're going to go here. And there's that little mole hole. Did we scare him away? It appears we did. When you scare a mole, it goes down into the burrow. And you can't get it until it decides to pop back up. Which is unfortunate. Currently not hearing any creatures. But there's a tree, and you can shake the tree for more nuts. Well, acorns. So that's what the rabbit was feeding from. There's a berry bush in here. Let's see if we can hear the rabbit or smell the rabbit. Seems to have traveled all the way over there. That's a different bunny. Maybe there's another berry bush over there, and we'll have to have little Kois go ahead and find it. But we're going to turn the day. Oh, I heard something. What did I hear? Oh! There's a mole! There's a mole! Okay. The adventurous Kois strikes again, traveling further and further away, and I think her brother is now slightly concerned with the fact that she hasn't been returning as desperately as he's been calling. So he's going to go here and snatch this up while on the way to try and retrieve his sister. They are twins after all. And then in the footsteps, little Ray is going to go here. That's right, she only has 2. The youngest of the bunch is trying desperately to keep up with the oldest. Might have little Van Lernu with his early aspirations of wanting to join his sister all the way up there in the northern part of the island, has now since probably given them up, and finding that hunting is more his forte. And then, those bunnies picked that bush dry. I'm going to have Eve try and get that. Nope, no such luck. I'm going to be at least giving them one turn, and the parents are going to be passing away as soon as I change this. Both Adam and Eve. So, as this is their last turn, Adam is probably going to talk through the night with Van Lernu, tell him of his tales, and Van Lernu will have to inform his fellow, his siblings, of the passing of their parents. It's very sad. Adam never got to go home. Don't make such a cute noise after such a sad moment. So we're going to have Van Lernu pick the berry bush as best as he can, and then go right next up to his siblings and tell them of the unfortunate passing of their parents. Sadly, now that Eve has passed, we can no longer really see over here into the grass. I'm gonna have to zoom out. So now little Ray is going to pick up a couple of berries. It appears that we're in a drought. It has been a while since we've had rain. But there's not much that these children can do. They're now on their own and needing to learn. So I'm going to have Adam go up here and tell his sister what happened. And of course, I think Kois is going to feel very guilty that she wasn't there by the time of Adam and Eve's passing. But adventurous as she is, she's still going to press forward, knowing that her father tried very hard to get back home and was not able to, and is going to continue the journey. I'm going to name her the Alpha of the current pack. And we'll see. We'll stick around on the island for just a little longer. See what possibly is here in store for us. Oh my gosh! So if we go into smelling right here, there is a Berryina. It has a very long, well, not a very long lifespan. It won't after we're done with it, at least. Doesn't appear to have anyone else near it. Unfortunately, sometimes these Berryinas will be mothers and they'll have little friendly Berryinas behind them. And those Berryinas we can invite into the pack. You know, maybe perhaps the reason why we haven't seen too many people here is because they've, too many other nichelings here is because of this Berryina. Maybe they felt it was too dangerous and we're not going in the direction that we're going. So, I'm going to return this to site. And, of course, we must defend the tribe, so little Kois, as our new leader, is going to take a slash, and then take another slash, and then take another slash. She has cut down a considerable amount, and because of her poison fangs, she has also poisoned the Berryina. And seeing his sister attack something within the wilderness, Nokir is going to go and give her a hand out and see how far we can get. So much damage! The other two are probably not around too much to hear and are going to continue harvesting the berries, of course. And then Van Lernu is going to journey over in this direction. They're not babies anymore. They don't have to sit side by side, but sometimes it's just cute too. Now let's see what this Berryina does. I'm going to actually spin it so we can see it a little better. Please don't hurt. Oh no! Alright, so Nokir and Kois have taken some damage. But so has the Berryina. There's only 1 day left on his lifespan, so one final swat And Berryina's ours. Killing a Berryina will give you 10 food, which is fantastic. And then there's just all these digging spots here. But I think I'm going to have Nokir lick Koisa's wounds, so that way she's not bleeding on the next turn. Unfortunately, Nokir is probably going to have that issue. So, but maybe, just maybe, we can get little Van Lernu to come over here and nope, not quite fast enough. I was going to have Van Lernu lick the wounds of his brother, but it just appears to not be something that's going to happen. So, unfortunately, oh no, he wasn't bleeding. Okay. But as they have taken damage, both Kois and Nokir have lost some, they have unfortunately lost some days of their lifespan. So, we're going to have Kois go over here, and we're going to listen, see if we can hear anything. Oh my gosh, there's bunnies everywhere. Bunnies everywhere. Well, we did just find, I believe, their bunny den. Oh, and they're going to run because they have heard... They perhaps heard the cry of Kois as she was attacked by that Berryina. Nokir is going to join his sister along their way, changing their path towards this direction. And I think Van Lernu might have a more adventurous spirit again, perhaps looking for the things. Ah, and there's the berry bush that his mother found all that time ago. And then the berry bush is picked clean. I get the feeling... Nope, there's no bunnies there. Huh. Maybe it's just that we naturally picked it clean. And then she successfully gets her first hunt, I believe. Alright. Whoa. No one yet. Very interesting. Well, hopefully as we continue to push on in these directions, we're going to hopefully find somebody. Oh, there's a little bunny over there. I was like, what was that? With her 2 runner legs, Ray is quite quick. At least until she gets up into this tall grass where it is a little harder to see. And there they perhaps find the remains of dear Eve, who passed away in this area. And then, following Eve... Oh, we scared a mole on accident. I didn't realize... Still no one yet. Maybe we'll have to move on to the next island before we'll find anyone. I am really quickly trying to find anyone, but we might have to make sure that the lines continue on, even if it means the receiving of a sick child. Sick children, like if they have the same immunity gene in both slots, they will be sick from birth, and that sickness can spread to other creatures, which is unfortunate. But that's how the game works. Let's see if we can hear anyone, maybe. We'll have little Kois go in this direction, see if we can find anyone. I'm still not convinced that there's no one here. That bright red fur is not helping Van Lernu. Seems to be making his camouflage worse, but little Ray seems to be having a lot easier of a time finding. Oh! I clicked on a thing without realizing I had clicked on it. Let's see. We're passing the day again. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Eat them! So this right here is not Ray. Oh, we can't click on it because we can't see them. So I'll have you go over here, and then maybe our friend will be highlighted. Ah, there. This is a peaceful bear. Lots of health, must have just been born. They live for 60 days, which is a very long time. But if you pacify them, with some nesting material, they will gladly be your friends. But before we take Van Lernu's turns, I think they're going to really quickly realize that there's no one here. And in order to keep the lines as they are, they're going to have to make a decision that neither of them want to make. And I don't want to make it either, but they're towards the end of their lifespans, and it's something that needs to happen. We'll have you dig up some roots there. And then making a bit of a safe haven. I'm still holding out hope that we'll find someone here in this tall grass. No one yet. It's been a long time since we haven't seen any of them since Eve. Oh, but I heard something. Oh. Let's see. Not sick. Wait, did you inherit the frog toes from someone? Webbed hind legs. I call them the frog toes. Surprisingly healthy baby. We got very lucky there. Unfortunately, having the short-sighted eyes, but this is Tail. A very small child. Get the bunny, get the bunny, get the bunny, get the bunny. Got the bunny! Then we'll have you come over here, protect the child. As any father would want to do. Oh, and there's a fish. Alright, then we'll look over here, see if we can find anyone. No such luck. Think we'll have them press on as far as they can. There is a permanent nest here. I would really like to not have to start this game over just because of having bad luck. I think these two are realizing that their search for someone else on this island is not warranting any progress. So they're going to move forward and try and get as far as they can. We'll put Koi here back on the nest as it is her last day. Her last day. She can still have a baby, but it's going to be her last one, unfortunately. Let's hope that we have as much luck as we did last time. Oh my gosh! How? How? Normally you don't get this lucky. I swear. This is Ducta. Very fitting name. And then, hold on. Let's change these to the right colors. So this is Ducta. Has the home island immunity gene and immunity gene B. Has the moss brown fur in his recessives, and so as well as the violet eyes. Unfortunately, does not have the webbed hind legs like his sister, so he doesn't have quite as much swimming speed as she will. But very, very interesting. Unfortunately, does need the normal eyes within his traits. And yeah, we'll try to get the violet eyes again. Because there's nothing else that we can really do. Oh my gosh! No! Nukuku! We have found a strange friend who has the distasteful appearance trait because of his derp snout. I love the derp snout. But yeah, we got very lucky. He must have heard us searching. Oh, we will gladly take you in. All right, so let's see. Ah, beautiful. Has a brand new immunity gene K. Excellent, excellent. So, Van Lernu must be very happy that his sister has found someone with which to call her own. So we're going to have them breed and then quickly lay down a nest and... Oh! Another one! Nice! They must have been part of the same tribe. She has immunity gene I and G. That's perfect. Me gives up hope. Everything else, not yet! Oh, and she has the antlers in her recessives. Or not the antlers. What are these? Savannah horns. Well, we'll probably have Nukuku try his best to get around. It's a little hard in this grass. But, oh no! Oh, wait a minute! Hold on. That's the Batwing! Oh, that's cool! And of course you come back just as soon as he can't move. We'll have to keep an eye on her, make sure that she can, join us. We're going to have Tail crawl over by the sea, perhaps realizing, hey, kind of like this idea of going out and adventuring. Hold on. We need to set your genes. Oh! Okay, so all we have to do is encounter them. Wait, who has the nimble fingers? Oh. Wait a minute. I think we've collected enough with which to get them. That was one of the ones where we had to collect enough berries or pick up enough food. So now that's something that we can put in our... something we can put within our... mutation menu. So I think that's something we'll definitely do. We do want to put the normal eyes though, because she appears to have the short-sighted eyes in her inactives. Oh, what's this? Oh, this was the meat that Nokir had gotten. Now I think on his last day, Nokir is going to huddle beside his family and say, hey, I don't have much time. Here's the story of my father and my mother. And here's what we're trying to do. Take your calling to the sea and go. Let's watch him as he passes away. Now within a nest of bones, we're going to have Ducta toddle out of the nest, much like his sister did. And now his sister has some big responsibilities to take care of. Like making sure her brother doesn't get swept away by any birds. We haven't seen any in our skies, but it's probably for the best that we haven't. They can be pretty nasty, and one look away is all we need, as we've seen. But now, let's actually have Van Lernu come over here and say, hey, nice, come join us. And also, I think you're pretty cute. He might be slightly reminded of his mother with how a nice looks. Let's see what traits she has. Oh, she has both the nibble fingers and the digging paw. That's perfect. So, she has the sticky tail in her recessives. Oh, nice. You're wonderful. I do want immediately to go and put the normal eyes because she has the blind eyes in her recessives and also the short-sighted eyes. So she can't see very far on her own. Let's see. She has the medium body, the lean body. Oh, that's why she's so small. The lean body. And then she has the spiky body in her active traits. So maybe it is that these two were part of the same tribe. Perhaps two different lines of it. So, she might also find that Van Lernu is quite fetching as well and decide to breed with him. Oh boy. You have slightly less good fertility genes. We'll have to look out for that. But, success! Thank goodness. So she's going to build her own temporary nest here. What was that? Something rustling. It might have been that friendly bear, or the peaceful bear. But I'm very happy to have found those two indeed. I think they're also happy to find us to know that they're also not alone. They could very well have been the last of their tribe. And then Luro, was not so fortunate. Oh, Ray might be getting sick this next turn, so I didn't pay attention quite enough. It's unfortunate that their first baby also happens to be the one who's sick. We might have to leave him behind. He might not be old enough by the time we reach over to where what's their name? Little Tail and Ducta are. Alright. Seeing that his child is sick must be very disheartening. But I don't think Nukuku is going to give up. And is going to try again. And of course there's a little bunny over here where we can't get it. If only we had found these two a little earlier, might have been a little easier might have been a little easier not to have so much restricted time. But they really don't have the most time. Our Ray and Van Lernu are much younger. Oh? She didn't get sick. That's very, very surprising. Unfortunately, we are going to have to take little Luro out of the nest. And then I think we're going to take that nesting material and move it over just so that way little Ray isn't sitting right next to a sick baby. That wouldn't be good. Alright, so she will have a baby on this turn, and then we get only a couple, and I'm going to have Nuku Nuku sit next to Luro, just so he doesn't get carried away by any birds that might appear, which they haven't yet. But let's see who you are. You're bright orange. Might remind Van Lernu of his father, who was also bright orange. No pattern, surprisingly, but does have the traits I and B. And also inherited the nimble fingers! And also has the spiky body. That's something we'll have to try and keep within our lines. But I'm very happy that no cooler. You'll have no cooler! Is there... Wait, who... I need to pay more attention to these inactive traits. I'm gonna have to pay more attention to these inactive traits because she has the sticky tongue in her inactives, and no cooler inherited those. Perhaps, like, in their old tribe, the first part of the name Noku has meaning to it. So, as we're inheriting all these stories from new tribe members, it's very fun and interesting to see. But we are going to need to put the normal eyes in No Cooler's mutation menu to make sure everything works out okay. And then let's see. What else? I think I want to try to pull the violet eyes. Maybe we should wait and not fill them all out at once. But as we go over here, we see Ducta has grown up just a little bit. Is maybe feeling the want to be able to dig out into places, but not really being able to. And then gonna have Tail search around a little bit, see if we can find anything. Yeah, yeah, does have quite the quack face. Alright, and then we're going to have Nice go over here. We, unfortunately, if I were to keep her in the nest, they wouldn't be able to breed this turn. So we're going to try... first try! And we're going to clear out some grass here. And I'm wondering if maybe, because Van Lernu does not yet know of his siblings passing over on the other shore. Hi, Buck. Would be very sad indeed. This is probably going to scout. Ah, that's where all those bunnies were coming from. And then... Oh. Oh, no! No Cuckoo got sick. But the second baby appears to be very healthy. Let's see what your traits look like. So, again, with the bat wings, looks very cool. The daily duty of... I'm trying to tell a story here. Very healthy baby has... has the home island immunity gene and as well as immunity gene A. But not really what we were hoping for. I was really hoping to get immunity gene K in there. Just unfortunately not possible. Ray must be quite sad that her mate has passed away. But seeing new life might also give her hope for the future. That maybe these children will be the ones to continue the legacy of Adam. Whoa! There's a bunny. So we'll have her get out of the nest. And then we shall have her collect the berries because we need as much food as we can get. Then we're going to have a nice sit here. She only has 3 days left. So we got to be quick. Unfortunately, there's not much time that we can waste. And then, oh, right, we haven't given them the new ones. Well, seeing as these are new, we shall give them a different color. Yeah, let's go with pink. Let's go with pink. So, no, for no cooler, blue for his mom, and then when he gets his next gem, we'll make it pink for his father, and then we'll keep it green until he finds someone else. We'll make Ray's other gem pink, as well as Van Lernu's. Carrying on all of the colors of the gems of parents and those who they have decided to let join the tribe. Blue for his mom, pink for his dad, and then if we can manage to find anyone for Perluro, then maybe perhaps. But let's see over here. You have all grown up, Tail. I'm going to have you go over here and snatch this up. And then you're going to probably call over your brother so that way he can pick up this food. And then you two will also have orange and blue. It's very sad to see that the skeleton once in the nest is now gone. They must have put the remains away during the night. Laid the remains to rest. Now you're starting to see how much damage it can do. Luro's lifespan is going to be significantly decreased because gets older a day and is still sick and will probably never recover. Unfortunately for the nichelings, they do not stop being sick if they are born sick. But Luro is still a good child and is going to take what he can and move forward. And of course, or wait, no. So this is pink. This one's blue, right? No, hold on. Blue. Now I skip past it. Pink. Yes. Then let's see who you are. Little Anais me. Named after her mom. That's so cute. Has immunity gene G and B. Also has that sticky tongue in her recessives, but unfortunately also has the blind eyes. So we're immediately going to put the normal eyes in. And then we didn't put... Did we put anything in yours? No, we didn't. Normal eyes. Beautiful. Also inheriting the big nose. I'm surprised there wasn't... I'm surprised that the derp snout never got inherited. But we're going to go ahead and give you the blue from your mom. And then... no more berries. Or actually, no, I'm on top of a child. No. I have a child selected. That's not what I wanted. But you can... There's Bunny. Gonna chase off that bunny. And then we're gonna have you... we're gonna have her move up here. And you are gonna move over here. There's no more food on that berry bush. There's more food here. You come over here, and you two have a child together. Thank goodness there was enough, so that way we can spend the rest of the turn getting food here and unburying this berry bush from the grass. Same here. And then Tail probably was told about Koi's, what was the other one's name? I'm horrible with names. Tail was probably told of her mother and father's siblings, and might go ahead and try to see if she can possibly reconnect with them. Oh my gosh, you move so fast. Ducta might be a little bit of trouble. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh no, this could be bad. We're not gonna have him move too far away from his sister. I don't have any more turns. So this right here in the water is a leech. We might be in the slightest bit of trouble here. I am very scared. Hopefully we'll be fine. The one dangers of the shores is that there are leeches. We'll have to watch very closely, make sure that this entire family stays okay. They seem to be running into a bit of a trial from the gods. Not me, though. I'm not putting them through this. Oh, no. Her mom got... Not her mom. Ray got sick, and she only has so much time. Think we'll have her go over here and get them all. You can see in the background that there are some bunnies feasting, with the leaves crunching down onto the floor. But, duck. The duck has all grown up. Did the leech go away or did it snag on? It did. At such a young age. So in order to make sure that Anaisme doesn't get hurt, we're going to have Van Lernu take the leech off of her, and then she's going to get up, move here. Then her mom's going to move down here. She's not sick, but it is her last day. So, surrounded by her family, Nice is going to have one last child and entrust within her mate that everything will be fine. It's very sad. Now, for no cooler, he's probably going to go look over to his mom for some advice on how to deal with this. And you did not get sick, surprisingly. I put her over here so she wouldn't infect anyone. And then I put her baby right next to her. Brain is not braining well. For our Bat brothers here, I think we're going to have Luro decide that, after seeing that he got his mother sick, decide that maybe it's best if he didn't stay too close to everybody else. Of course, Kirvanlor is going to stay, is going to collect the berries, make sure everyone has plenty of food. It's sad to see that these two Bat brothers are not going to be able to live their lives together. Luro is probably going to be a bit of a lone star and decide that maybe it's best if he does not stay too close to the group if he's going to keep getting people sick. And then... Oh? unique one. Oh, and you have the swimming tail in your recessives. You also have a new immunity gene. That's perfect. And the antlers and the velvet paw. No wonder we didn't hear you. You were hiding so well, and with those spots. All right. I think we're going to have Tail go here and not SWAT, but invite you in. And then you are going to... Oh, you don't have a whole lot of strength. You're going to say, you're a very fine-looking lady. She's going to be like, well, you're a very fine-looking man. They do line up, yes. Strange to see that they would find love as they were journeying off to. Duckta doesn't seem to really understand it and is going to go over here, snatch the bunny. Scaring all the bunnies today. But would you look at this? Our tribe has grown. It's very nice to see. I'm sure Adam would have loved to see it get this big and have newfound members. That does remind me, I do need to do that because Tail is now the leader. Alright. We have no more heads following our cursor. That means everyone is out of energy. We're going to zoom in on Anais as she passes away.
It's very sad.
Luro has all grown up. And seems to be quite the bunny hunter. I mean, with that mossy fur, he must be. And then, it seems like a majority of Anais and Van Lernu's children have obtained the spiky body. But they've also inherited some of their mom's eyesight, unfortunately. Kier von Lur is probably very sad to see that Luro is leaving, but may possibly understand why it has to be so. Being sick is never fun, but knowing that you get people sick isn't fun either. Ray appears to have healed off of her sickness, but that has reduced her time. She now only has 2 days left. And seeing these brand new creatures, these brand new nichelings, she must be curious, knowing that this was the direction that her siblings had taken. And Duckta is probably going to tell her all about it. He might be just ever so slightest more sensitive to these things. And seeing that the other members, her parents' siblings are still around, is probably making Tail very at peace. And she might go ahead and say, all right, it is time to move on from this island. Let us, it's like, I'm going to take my call to the waves, my calling from the waves, and let's go someplace new. And Kutaku is going to follow right after her, and try to dig up this root, and he does! Very impressive. Oh, there's another root there. Doesn't quite get it. We're going to have Van Lernu sit next to his brand new child. Make sure that no leeches come to harm little Rihanna. I almost said Reina, that's not quite right. And then you have the normal eyes. You got very lucky. And then you probably gonna come back over here, seeing that your mother is okay. It's like, Mom, where are you going? I'm coming right back. Okay. Then we'll have you toddle out of the nest. Keep seeing those bunnies in the background, and I'm just like, They're probably very happy that so much is happening, like the rain. Alright, but now that our creatures are all tired out, 'tis time. Oh? Oh no! I hadn't seen that you had gotten sick, and now you've gotten your little sister sick too! Well, we're going to move you over here with your mom. Oh my gosh! They just don't stop coming! At first there was nobody, and now there's like tons of them. Slowly, slowly, we're finding the old tribe, Islais. You also... Oh! You must have been... You might have been the mom of Anais and, Nokuku. I think we'll have you come over here and invite in. And then you might take a look and see that fetching duck face and decide that, perhaps, this is animals. Oh, you can't. Oh, no. Oh, I was really hoping that we'd get to get the stinky tail. Oh, that's right. I'm like, why don't you have, the tail in your jeans? That's because, you are unfortunate enough that you have the spiky body. Spiky body means no tail. With that bat wing, I think Luro's going to go oh my gosh! They're everywhere. Luro's going to go swoop in and get that bunny. Those pesky bunnies. Alright, let's go into family tree. Nice me is daughter of Anais, so we'll get the pink and then the blue. The blues. Alright. And then no cooler. You have yours. Kiradon does not have his. So pink. Nope, I went past the blue. There we go. Your first one is pink. So now everyone has those. Oh, wait. Hold on. There was a baby. There was a baby born. I completely forgot. Has that nice pastel yellow. Looks very, very pretty. And then we need to remember to change yours to pink. And yours as well. Okay. Not quite fast enough to get that bunny. It is the last day for both Ray and Van Lernu. So I think what I'm going to have is I'm going to have them join together. Give everyone a farewell on the North Shore. And start trying to get these babies over there as well. We'll have... Oh, there's a berry bush. Last turn, she contributes. We'll have Kutaku come over here and get the berries. Then we'll have you step out and have another baby because it's kind of needed. Next to old life passing away, new life will be born. And a newer life will continue forward in living. Hold on. Okay, you're fine on that end. You have the big body. Again with the velvet eye. Or not velvet, violet eyes. And then... What? I think we'll hold off on giving you anything else until you have a partner. Islais, probably not having any children of her own, might have felt that she was closer to death. And then maybe on the next day we'll come over to help the family who's already traveled so far help their newly dead pass on. We're going to have you go over here trying to get close. And then you don't have much running speed because of things. We'll have you go over here. So that way you're at least next to somebody. I see you, bunnies! Don't think I don't! Alright. Let's go to the North Shore. And say goodbye. Oh my gosh! Our luck with the twins! I put sick children next to sick children again, didn't I? Oh boy! Okay, how many of you got sick? We'll have you two go over here. So you're not so close. You didn't get sick. You did get sick. We'll have you go over here. You're fine. A lot of tiny little spiky bodies. And then you need your blue. Alright. Just doing things real quick here. And then go over here. And start helping put them to rest. We'll hold off on reading these two until I've moved her over onto the nest. Because he does have low fertility. Actually, hold on. Because I don't think I adjusted. We want normal eyes. And then... no! We haven't had enough days. Sage. But because he has the no paw gene, or the deformed paw, which is this one. We do want to put another paw in there to make sure that whoever gets born next does not also have that deformed paw. Then we're going to have you toddle out of the nest. You come over here. Oh, wait, I forgot to change your gem. So, blue for your mom. That's blue, right? I'm pretty sure. It's very hard to see when they're this small. Dun 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 dun. And you're probably... Luro is going to attempt to crack a nut. Don't take that out of context. Seeing if maybe that's another way he can survive instead of just continuously feeding off the bunnies. And then you have the digging paw and you're actually going to try. I hate keeping Kirdong out, but I don't want the sickness to spread, and if he's away from the sickness, he will probably recover very quickly. What do we want to give you? You want this in your traits. First try! That also does not leave her much to do. We'll have you dig for these to see if you can get them. Not quite as successful as she probably wants to be. Alright, we pass another day. Oof. Alright. They are all no longer sick. Hurrah! And Reina's not sick. That's perfect. Just making sure here. I think I don't want to have this many spiked creatures. Like, the spiky gene is very cool. Oh, hold on. I think we'll put the medium body in. And then you. You need the pink from your dad. And, oh, you inherited the lean body from your mom. I did not notice. Alright. I'll have you clear that area out just a little bit more. Probably feeling pretty safe underneath that tree. And then we'll have you collect some berries. And then move along with your brothers and sisters. And then our little runner is probably going to run right into these new, well, seemingly new people. Nah, no luck that time. And then Laleno. We're going to have you sit on these ports. It is time. It is time. We're going to try and see if we can have one last baby with Kutaku on his last day. You know, he has like the worst fertility aside from our friend here, who's newly pile of bones, and yet is working out pretty well. And we'll have you collect, because that's important. You are all the way over there. I hope no leeches come to get you. Maybe seeing his little sister, he's going... Kirvanler is going to go all the way over here. And see the rest of the tribe and discover, oh, so this was the other, these were the siblings that my parents talked of. I'm gonna have you go over here and collect the berries. Then you do that. Maybe Kirvanler will go back just a little bit. Make sure that everyone's catching up slightly and realizing that his fellow Batwing brother is not going to be joining him on this next portion of the quest. Oh my gosh. You're adorable. C-Ray! All right. I think... All right. So, you're going to toddle over here. Make sure you get onto those ports, because we're finally starting to move people. Let's see. I don't want you stepping down into that water. We don't quite know what's down there. We'll keep your sister where she is. And then Tail still has plenty of life, and as the leader of the pack, I think it's only fitting that she start going. As well as her brother Ducta. Hold on. Let's... No, not doing that. And then... Did you inherit the deformed paw? Yes, you did. Your eyesight's fine, though. Okay. So, I'm going to put the nimble fingers in your traits. Because nimble fingers are always great. Let's see. Is there anything that you can really go hunt? Maybe. But that mole is already scared away. There's nothing we can really smell. We're gonna have these two spiky brothers start heading their way over here. Alright, gotten all the berries from there that we can possibly get. And then we'll come over here, see the other side of the family. Kirvanler is probably going to take it upon himself to go ahead and do that. Collect some berries, because he knows how important it is to keep everyone in the tribe fed. And then little... Rihanna is going to toddle herself all the way over here because she is so fast. Tara is not as fortunate. Hold on. Pink in the middle, blue on the side. And then what we have little Anaismi. Sitting there, so it'll be fine. We'll get all the little nichelings that we want to get on the ports. We'll get on them in the next turn. And there goes the first set of bones. You're very fast. Swat. Haha! Then you will take your place on the ports. Just really quickly trying to get things done. Well, of course, taking little Sea Ray. We've taken all that we can from there. Okay. Maybe we move you here and here. So that way we'll move you here so you're next to your baby. Dun 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 dun. Lura only has so much time left. It seems like we might have to say goodbye to him before we even get the opportunity to leave. Which will be very sad. Oh gosh! Really? Really? Well, at least all of our creatures are here. Defend the tribe. Oh, and you have the double nimble fingers. Just gonna do that real quick. Pink in the middle. Alright. Ah, thank goodness we got it taken care of. Oh, someone got a leech. Yo, we fished up that piranha fish. Wah! Alright. So, maybe stream can go just a little bit longer today. We kind of do need the food. Okay. Oh. Haha! You seem to be a little bit of a fisher right there. Little bit of a fisher right there. Then, of course, we can't fit little we can't forget little Luro. But it seems like this will be his last turn. He will sadly pass. Maybe feeling it, he tries again. Dang it. Never could get those pesky nuts. Don't take that out of context. Alright. Can't fly because of the big body? That's interesting. Wait, can you fly? No, you can't. Interesting. Alright. So let's pass the day so everyone who we want to get on the ports can. Some of us are going to be growing up on there. Let's make sure no one got leeched. Nope. It appears everyone's looking good. Whoa! Again? We're trying to leave. Who are you? Kunu. Oh, you must have stumbled into the water. the real question is, do we invite him in? He has a new immunity gene. And a webbed paw. And the fishing tail. I'll go ahead and have Ducta invite him in. And then we'll pull him up on the shore. As you can see, he took some damage because of drowning. But yeah. So what having the blind trait means is that Kunu will only be able to see so long as he has other people around him. Then it's very sad to see the pile of bones there. But needs must. We must continue forward. We only have room for 2 more animals to go with. Ducta might choose to stay behind. Let's see. You have eye, so it's not the most important. You have A. Probably a considerable amount of them have A. Yeah, we don't, but you also have the Batwing, which we want to keep in our traits. See, I'm trying to decide because there's nothing that really stands out about him that would make me say that you need to go. I do think that maybe having Kunu come along with us is the right decision. So, we'll have you scoot on over to collect some berries. And then, oh. Rihanna might not be on the ports as much as I think she is. We shall see. But I am going to have her dig things up. Okay. And then, pass the day. I really hate passing the day with having not done too much. But there's not much we can really do about it. So, we'll put you right here. And then, we saw those roots. And because you have that, and then gonna get as much food as possible before we go. Alright. It is time. We set off! Hopefully everyone makes it that I want to make it. Ah, Rihanna wasn't on a port. Oh! Alright. We will explore this more next time. Take our creatures across this brand new land. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, this... Alright. Get hyped for tomorrow, where I will be coming back with more niche. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. And let's see if there's anyone that I can raid. The VOD will be available on YouTube. For anyone who may be joining just now. Let's see. We mute that. Dun, 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 dun. Da ba da dun. Just waiting. New orders. Actually, I don't think we're gonna raid into anybody today. So, alright. Thank you everybody so much for watching this far into it. I had a lot of fun. This is the first episode of probably many, and I'm probably going to make a whole bunch of mistakes. So I will see you guys later. Bye bye.